Girl, I must have been getting too hot today because they didn't want this message out. But we gonna get her out anyway, regardless. What I was saying, I was talking about the importance of women particularly aligning themselves with the divine feminine and seeing themselves as divine. That's what we were talking about. And this is why I feel like this is translating into the way that our relationships, particularly our romantic partnerships, are failing, is because we are trying to outsource divinity. And you cannot do that. You cannot expect your partner, your parents, your job to be the divine in your life. But since we're talking specifically about romantic partnerships as it pertains to cis-het relationships, I am a huge proponent of women aligning themselves with goddess-centered understanding, because when you start to cultivate intimacy in your spiritual relationship with the Divine Mother, when you really start to do that, you are now broadening your awareness of how Goddess is expressed, not just only in life, but in your own life as well. And then when you start to see the divinity that lives within you, when you start to honor your own feminine energy, your own masculine energy, and you honor it, and you have a respect for it, and you have intimacy with it, you will start to see that translate into your relationships. And as me and my girlfriend was talking last night, I said a lot of the intimacy that women want, it's not another boyfriend, it's not a husband, it's not another partner. It's we are craving girlfriends. We are craving closeness with other women, because if we keep it a buck, as women, we are the physical representation of the Great Mother. So what we're really need to be working through is our mother wound, and not the wound of just your physical biological mother, because that is a space where there can and is wounding there, but also with the Great Divine Mother, because there is a separation from her. And there's so many different factors on why it's that way, but not to get into the why, let's get into the how. How do I reconnect with the Divine Feminine? How do I build intimacy with myself? Because in the word intimacy is into you, I see. Into me, you see. And that is what a lot of people are seeking and searching, particularly women are seeking and searching intimacy. And it comes from other women. And I'm going to reference this movie again. So I think it's on Prime Video. It's the Kama Sutra. And of course, the movie is still based in a patriarchal world. However, there's a little bit more matrifocal center in there, right? But the girls, since little girls, they are surrounded by women, right? Hey, love, hey. They are surrounded by women as little girls. They're in these bathhouses, which I just totally love that vibe of the bathhouses, right? And in these bathhouses or these temples that these girls are being initiated in, they are learning the art of human connection. Now, a lot of people think the Kama Sutra is only about sexuality or the act of sex. That is a part of it, but that's not the full thing of it. Same thing with Tantra. The same thing with Tantra. It's not just about sex. It's a lifestyle of being present in your life, being present in your experience of life, right? And so in the movie, these girls, starting from girlhood to like their womanhood, they are learning the art of touch. They are learning the art of connection. They are learning the art of presence. And that's an art. The feminine practice is really an art form. And this is where we get arts from. Because again, the Sibyls, if you guys hear me talk about the Sibyls a lot, the Sibyls brought civilization. You hear the word civil in Sibyls, right? Or civilization, you get the word Sibyl out of there. These were the foremothers that seeded humanity, to be honest. If we keep it a buck, they seeded humanity, but they also brought the humanities. They brought language, art, drawings, music. They brought in mathematics and science. They brought these arts and sciences to humanity for us to experience our world and having a broadening of our cosmology, which is the understanding of our environment and our role within our environment. And I really, this is why I myself is such a big proponent as women really really tapping back into their divinity of the divine mother and the feminine spiritual arts, because there is so much wonder in this world, and a lot of people are hurting and sad because they see just all the pain, they see all the negativity, which is there. Yes, I am not going to deny that, but there's so much beauty here too. And it's about taking the scales off our eyes so that we can experience the life fully. And this is so pertinent because just recently, as I was talking to my friend yesterday, and we had a whole bunch of conversations, but this goes back into the intimacy thing. I was like, you know what? I've gotten to a space in my life where I'm understanding friendship in a totally different understanding. You know, I had friends out of proximity growing up because, you know, we went to school together, or we went to the same church, or, you know, we worked at the same office. But I said, I got to a place of intentionality with friendships and learning that I want my friends to feed off of me, check it, as much as I want to feed off of them. So it's about having a symbiotic relationship of giving and receiving, not taking, but receiving, because I'm a big giver, but I was putting myself in a deficit for a very long time by only giving, because I thought the only way I could experience love was by giving, because so much of the practices that I was conditioned to believe was about offering up yourself, giving. It's better to give than to receive, where that's a damn lie. It's not better to give than to receive. It's best to give and receive. You have to do both. And this is what the divine principle of the mother has taught me, is that it's not about me just being the giver. It's about me also knowing how to be a good receiver, and to be able to receive the friendships that I desire and receive the love that I desire, because I'm one giving it to myself, and I am giving it to, and I am allowing myself to be intentional with the people in my life that are giving and receiving. Because I got a little hurt a few weeks ago, because I felt in one of my particular friendship groups, it was only me giving, it was only me initiating things, it was only me, and I was like, yo, I have to get out of this. I put myself back into this cycle because it's familiar. It's familiar, and we have to check ourselves on the familiarity. Like, you know, it's familiar for me to be this person. It's familiar for me to just, you know, not expect my friends to call me. It's familiar for me not to hear happy birthday on my fucking birthday. Hell fucking, I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm not doing that. And I'm so thankful, because the goddess has saved my life. She has saved my life. If I was not open and receptive to her spirit and her teachings, I would have not made it as far as I made it in this life that we are living. So this is why I'm huge. And so ladies who are interested, I am teaching a course. It's a 10-month journey through the goddess, where we get to experience the different faces of the goddess. So we start this Sunday. We meet the first Sunday of every month. And this Sunday we'll be going through the goddess Isis. And this is through the chamber of clarity, and understanding how to gain clarity, because a lot of us, our air element is out of whack. I'm telling you, our elements are out of whack. Our air element's out of whack. Our water, our fire, our earth. But the most important thing to start with is getting your air element in check, because it's the things that we tell ourselves. This is why I love Brene Brown, because she does a lot of studies and research and discussions about shame, guilt, and fear. And a lot of us are operating from that frequency, because it's the stories that we are telling ourselves. And based on the stories we are telling ourselves, our body is now responding to it, and our nervous system is now reacting to it, to a story that has been consistently playing out in our life. And I have to change the stories I'm telling myself. I am no longer telling myself that I don't have good friends. I am no longer telling myself that people don't care about me, and you know, all the negative things that we play, because we have so many positive things that we can say, but because the negativity, it resonates, because we've been there for so long that the body's used to it, that it gets to a point, or one time it was a point that I didn't have to go into a depression mode anymore. My body was already in the depression mode, because I was used to being in that cycle. So getting our air right, getting our mindset corrected, so that we can start having the other experiences that we so said desire. And I see you guys are commenting. Oh my God. I picked up her book Monday and it is powerful. Yes. Brene Brown. That's just like listening to actually hear someone. Something you have to receive the sound without distortion. You have to hear with clarity. This is so true. And this is where discernment comes in. Because see, a lot of times somebody is saying something, but we can hear something totally different. My mentor, she shared in a story of hers that when she was at a job, one of her jobs that she was doing, and one of the critiques she was given was that she has to be more organized. And they said, we want you to be more organized. What she heard was, oh my God, I'm about to lose my job. Oh my God, they're going to fire me. Oh my God, they don't want me here. That's what she heard. But all they said was, no, we want you to be more organized. And so what she had to do when she was going through a little, that mental scare that we put ourselves in, right? When she self-regulated her emotions, right? Her nervous system, she breathed, she dealt with this. She's like, okay, what are they truly saying to me? She's like, okay, they just want me to be more organized. That's now my job to go to them and ask for help. How can I be more organized? She said she could allow herself to get on that mental tangent that she was on, to get all frazzled and sprouted and lose her job because she did something to lose her job. But she said, no, I had to draw back, emotionally regulate, mentally regulate, and then go back and say, hey, how can I be more organized so that I can be a better team member? And I said, you know what? That makes so much more sense. So we have to be very aware of the stories that we tell ourselves. Because again, the events can be true. The event can be true. But it's the story that we decide to live out based on that event. So it's about changing your perspective, changing how you see something. And this goes back, weaving it back into what I was saying with my girlfriend yesterday. It's not about vetting men. It is about, do you know how to cultivate intimacy with yourself? And are you in a space of radical self-truth that you are not going to allow people, friends, partnerships that are romantic or not, or alike, to dictate how you are going to experience your life? Oh, shame. Goddess is so beautiful. I am so grateful for you, for my journey to be present. Oh, Shay, thank you so much, Intertwined Like Wine. Thank you. Yes. Well, my friends, ladies, sisters, and gentlemen, if you are in the room, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining this conversation. You guys definitely follow me on all my social sites. I'm not on Instagram as much, but I'm trying to be on here a little bit more. But y'all can find me definitely on TikTok, y'all. I can go live on TikTok now, so I'll be going live on TikTok. And of course on my YouTube, we try to drop a video every week. But connect with me if you ladies are interested in this 10-month journey of the goddess, where we go through the different phases of the goddess. It's the different phases of the goddess per the moon phase. Definitely connect with me. I have all the links that they should be in the clickable link. If not, I'll have it by this afternoon, where you guys can come in and sign up for the class. You can either take the full 10-month class, or you could just, you can a la carte it, which one resonates for you. But I would really suggest this first one is the most important one, because it's starting with our air, it's starting with our mind, and connecting deeper and understanding how to maneuver within that realm. Well, all right, ladies, I love you all, and I hope that this has been fulfilling to your soul. I hope this was good soul food. Until next time. Bye.